Okay, so I've had to continue this video. I'm making it into parts 1 and 2. I forgot to make space on my camera, and the video cut off at about 12 minutes and 4 seconds. So this video is probably going to run another 12, 15 minutes. So that's what happened while the other video ended. So trying to say everything. Okay, another person on the video, on one of my videos, he goes by this YouTube handle name P as in Paul, W as in William, H as in Henry, PWH5805. He says he's from another country, I'll imagine, and he was being critical of American men. And he says, no, we pay for food, water, and shelter. And like I said, I'm going to post these comments in the information section. And then when we work for somebody, we want money for it. But somehow a woman has to service you for free while getting nothing in return. So if I give my woman a penis and satisfy her sexually, I've given her nothing in return. Is that this guy here was suggesting another one of his, oh yeah, maybe just teach men not to be so dependent and just visit a worker if they need to. Well, I assume he didn't have the courage to put down sex worker. I assume he means a sex worker. So he's making fun of men, and he's implying that women don't get nothing out of sex anyway. So why should we expect women to pleasure us and we're not giving them anything out of return? So there is no adjectives to describe that level of stupidity. So I'll let his words stand on their own. I will say that visiting a sex worker or a prostitute is the greatest form of pussy level behavior in the world. I will never condone anyone, including myself, to ever visit a sex worker and pay for sex. I don't care if you don't have 2 legs and you're handicapped the rest of your life. And I can't believe that there are men out there that actually believe it's okay to visit brothels or go to Las Vegas and pay for sex or go to strip clubs, which is a form of prostitution. I know I'm probably going to offend some people. That is the ultimate pussy level expression of being a man paying for sex. We created it. So in the same way, we can uncreate it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Let me define again what the New Age is. A lot of people say they don't know what it really is. The metaphysical world, New Age world. If you're not ready for it, you're never going to find that world. You have to be ready for it. And I came across it when I was 26 years old. I knew nothing about it. I didn't know anything about meditation. I didn't know anything about channeling. I knew nothing about psychic abilities. I knew nothing about Course in Miracles or the Urantia book, astrology, none of that. I grew up a Southern Baptist. And then the day I walked into a Unity Church is a metaphysical church. And New Age people don't believe in heaven and hell. Well, they believe in heaven. They call it an afterlife. So we don't believe that this is our only life. We believe that we came. I believe I came here from the non-physical, okay, into this body, and I'll be here for every how many years. I die, I go back to the non-physical. You can call it heaven. There is no hell in the New Age world. There is no heaven. There's no devil. Jesus is not perceived as a son of God. Jesus is just another guy. Just another person, a teacher, and in my opinion, not a very good one. But Jesus is a son of God. We're all sons of God. So that is the New Age world. I'll see if I can say more about it. Unity Church, the First Church of Religious Science. I'm not talking about Scientology. I'm not talking about Tom Cruise or John Travolta. Scientology, that's not the same thing. Okay? So Marianne Williamson was a presidential candidate for the Democrats. Well, she never made it because she got disqualified. Well, she never got nominated. She is a New Age metaphysical guru. She called her. She writes books, and she's a Course in Miracles teacher. But she's also the biggest hypocrite on the planet. She does not teach A Course in Miracles. She teaches she uses it as a reference, but she doesn't live it. I may do a video on her one day. So that's what the New Age is about. Okay, we don't believe in heaven, hell. We don't believe in devils. We don't believe in afterlife punishment. And so getting back to this concept of another thing that this Miles guy, MILES 4463 says, the way that you get your desires met, and he was talking about this new Sedona method, and also this other teacher named David, I lost my train of thought, David Hawkins. He wrote a book called Power versus Force and How to Surrender. But he has the same philosophy. It's, if you want something, you have to give up the desire for it. So let me tell y'all something that love left me forever, land. That's fucking bullshit. The only way you're going to get anything in this life, like I got what I got on December 30th, that wonderful, powerful sexual experience, was through desire and longing and wanting and wanting. So anybody that tells you that you have to give up desire to get what you want is a fool. I wonder how that would have worked with Arnold Schwarzenegger becoming Mr. Universe at age 29. I wonder how that's going to work. I wonder how he got to become Mr. Universe and rich. I wonder how he became a California governor. Did he give up desire? Oh, well, I think I'd like to become Mr. Universe. Well, and I also want to be the governor one day. And I also want to be famously rich. And I want to be one of the most best-known actors in Hollywood. Well, let me just turn that desire loose and let my higher self deal with it. And if it happens, it happens. If I happen to lift a weight or two, lift some weights every now and then and become Mr. Universe, okay. If not, I'll settle for who I am. You think Donald Trump is going to be in the fucking White House? If he believed, well, I've always president one time. Oh, well, that's enough. I've been drugged through shit for 4 years, and people call me a rapist and a dictator and try to put me in prison and call me a criminal. But I still want to be in the White House again. I want to get rid of all these migrants. I want to clean this country up of all the garbage and all these people freeloading in our country and all these agencies that are bleeding our economy dry and the American people. Well, I'll get around to it one day. I may campaign a couple of times. No, let me tell you what Donald Trump did. And that's what you have to do to be a non-pussy level teacher. He worked his motherfucking ass off. He campaigned at 78 years old. He's got more energy than I can dream about having. He was a billionaire, in his 20s? He campaigns. He works probably all night in the White House. He does multiple press conferences in a day. He travels to multiple cities. He takes massive action. He knows what he wants. And he knows how to get it. This is not a political speech. If this video happens to cut off without me saying goodbye, it means I just ran out of space, and I won't make another one until the next time I make a video. And hopefully I'll be getting to the point where I can make an hour-long video. So that's how you create your reality. If you want to know how to create your reality and get what you want, don't listen to Miles 4463. Look at Donald Trump. He is the advanced person to look at. Now, people in the New Age and somebody like Mike Dooley or the Course in Miracles, Marianne Williamson hates this guy because Trump don't sit around and wonder, I wonder if my actions separating all these migrant people from their family, I wonder if it's going to hurt people. You damn right it's going to hurt people. Well, you should have thought about that before you came into the country. Trump don't sit there and worry about hurting feelings. He just makes decisions and he goes with it. He is the, I guess what you would call, what is that thing y'all are calling me now? A Sigma male, Sigma. So if you want to see a man in power that's not afraid of making decisions and making mistakes and being humiliated, look to Donald Trump. And does that mean I agree with everything he does? No. But I agree with most of it. So that is what I have become. This person that I've always believed in action. I've heard this pussy level thing. Oh, well, if you want something, you can't think of just the time that you let go of it and quit focusing on it and turn loose of it. That's when it shows up. Let me tell you something, folks. There ain't shit showed up in my life that I turned loose of. I don't care how I turn loose of it. There ain't nothing that ever came to me that didn't come from hard work. Now, it didn't come maybe on the timetable that I wanted it. I mean, I didn't say, well, this woman is going to show up here today. No, but it came after massive hours and years of taking action. I lost 25 pounds off this body. You think it came because I said, well, if it happens, it happens. A lot of people are overweight. If I'm sick, if I'm fat and overweight, so what? That's just the American way. No, that's the pussy level way. I'm checking my comments to see if there's anything else. I'm going to post these things in the comment sections. Somebody asked me, you say you're a New Age person in your video. Are there any teachers you like? Hell no. No, not in the New Age. I like Warren Farrell. I encourage y'all to read Dr. Warren Farrell's book, The Myth of Male Power, and his other books. He's a psychologist. There is nobody in the New Age that I respect. I don't respect Jesus. I don't respect the Course in Miracles. I don't respect anybody I ever met in the Course in Miracles or anybody in the Unity. There is no author I respect. So I can't give you a list of books I recommend in the New Age metaphysical movement because, in my opinion, they are all pussy level. And I think that's all I'm going to say tonight before I run out of time or space. Not time, but space. And I'll talk to y'all later. This is going to be in 2 parts. This is part 2. So have a good night. Thank you.